If you're an index trader, you'll know the value of a few points. A move of even 0.1 to 0.3% every day is significant. What we've done is processed data of Indian index Nifty and BankNifty, processed over 3 to 4 years of intraday data and found some patterns. These patterns repeat almost 7 to 8 times out of 10, giving intraday traders excellent opportunity to gather points. It does not just work on indexes, but works well on futures as well, that is stock futures. All that you need is a little volatility in the market. Time when the market is not trending is the best time to trade this particular method. Disclaimer, this tool I am showing you is not a signaling software. It is an assistance software which will help you take right decision and right trade. We don't intend to give you signaling systems. Now let's just have a look at how this particular tool works. It works on the lowest time frame, that is 1 minute. Let me adjust the chart. This is the 1 minute chart of Nifty. So this is the day starts here and the day ends here. The elements of this particular chart is that there are two support lines. The red lines that you see here are two support lines. The blue lines on the top that you see are resistance lines, and these two lines is the upper line is neutral upper band and neutral lower line or lower band. So there are 6 lines on this chart: resistance lines, support lines, and neutral lines. These lines don't get plotted when the time frame is higher. Since this is intraday, it needs to be plotted either on 1 minute or on 3 minutes. 1 minute is preferred. If you do it on 3 minutes, then I cannot say that the lines would get plotted the way it should. Now let's have a look at how to trade this particular setup, right? If you see, I'll just shrink the charts and show you some pattern. Look at this. This day started here and price hit this particular first support line. What happened thereafter is it hit this support line, went back to this resist to the neutral zone, right? If you see, the price at this support line is 8802 and the price at the neutral band is 8815, which is almost 13 points that you get. Later in the day, it not only hit the first support line but it hit the second support line as well, rotated back to the first neutral line and then the second neutral line, took a resistance at this particular neutral line and then came back down. The way we are going to be trading is not this way, not from the neutral zone to the support or neutral zone to the resistance. The way we'll be trading is from the support line back to the neutral zone, from the resistance line back to the neutral zone. Let me show you how many number of times this setup works. This left the neutral zone, the bars were down, it never made an up bar, kept going down, and there was no trade. Here came down to the support zones, the first support zone, second support zone, went back to the neutral zone. Here the day previous, came back to the two support zones. By the end of the day, went back all the way to the neutral zone. What is the number of points that you would have made here is from 8774 and 8765 all the way back to 8792, which is more than 20 points. This particular day there was no trade because the support and the resistance bands were way too off. So that's okay. Okay to miss the trades. Here as well there were no trades. Day before that it hits the second resistance line back to both the neutral zones. Here it does it multiple number of times. Hits the support, comes back to the neutral, hits the support, comes back to the neutral, and keeps doing that multiple number of times, and then shoots up. So probably this is a news day, some event day. That's okay. We'll not be trading. We should not be taking too many trades. One or maximum two trades. When they come into our line, we exit. Each trade is almost 20 pointer trade, which is huge, which is a big number. When you are trading index, you should not be taking much of a trade. Here, back into this band, back into the neutral zone. Day before that, onto the resistance line, back into the neutral zone. Sorry. Then came back to the neutral zone, uh, breached the neutral zone, came back to the support, went back to the neutral zone. Here, it is trading near the support zone and then back to the neutral zone. Just have a look at how many rotations you get in this particular trade. Every trade is almost 15 points trade, and you keep getting these kind of trades every day. Let's have a look at here on this day, right? Resistance band, back to neutral zone. Now the only time this particular setup doesn't work is when it is trending. Here's a trend day. Let me show you the trend day. Sorry for this chart. Okay, yeah, comes back to the support zone, then back to neutral, goes all the way to this to the resistance, doesn't come back to the neutral zone, hits the stop loss, and then keeps going higher. Probably this is a news day, so we should not be trading much on these days. This is also a trend day, near to trend day. It fails here. We have a tight stop loss, the high of this particular bar. It gets hit and there's no trade after that. We should not be trading when the price is beyond these lines. Okay, the day before that hits the resistance, then neutral. This is what keeps happening every time. Now let me show you another rule that we will be taking to take this trade. This is the best example. Neutral zone, it is coming down to the support zone. We should be taking a trade on one of these 2 days, on one of these two bands, but I would prefer not to put hard stops or hard entries on these two support zones. I would prefer to get a few up bars. Here you're continuously getting down bars, let them keep coming down. If I plot simple bars, you'll see a couple of green bars as well in between, but that's okay, we ignore that, which is the reason why we use the smoothed bars, which will give you that there's the price has stopped falling or the price has stopped moving upwards. This is the point where we take the trade, when the price makes up bars, and we keep a stop loss of the low of the bar, right? So let me go back to the first chart. Here it is, right? This is the latest day. Price keeps coming down and hits the line, makes these up bars, and this is when I re-enter the trade, that is at 8794. Exit first at 8815, that's almost 20 points, and exit the rest at 8825, that's almost 30 points. So that's it guys, this is how we take the intraday rotational trades. I hope you enjoyed. If you've got any queries, if you have to ask anything, you can email me at extremeoptions@gmail.com. Thanks a lot.